5th century AD, along the shores of the Mediterranean, history began to change its course. This era is often remembered as the fall of Rome. At the start of the century, Rome was still a king among nations, stretching from the misty lands of Britain in the north to the sands of the Great Sahara in the south, from Spain in the west to Mesopotamia in the east. But by the end of that same century, that mighty king could no longer stand. Most of the western provinces had fallen into the hands of barbarian rulers. How did this happen? How could an empire as powerful as Rome begin to crumble? The truth is, it didn't fall in a single day. The fatigue in its veins had been building for centuries. With the Great Migration, waves of northern tribes swept across Roman lands, consuming its borders piece by piece. Political order collapsed, the legions weakened, and inside Rome itself, darkness grew. Corruption spread, faiths collided, and religious conflicts tore cities apart. In the end, the empire divided into East and West. The East endured as Byzantium, but the West, with every passing year, faded away. As the emperors lost their power, true control shifted into the hands of generals. In 397, the Visigoths under Alaric seized the Adriatic coast, and then, in 410, they entered the very heart of Rome. Yes, the eternal city itself was plundered. Soon after, the Franks took northern Gaul, the Burgundians seized Savoia, and the Vandals, after ravaging Gaul and Spain, crossed into Africa, only to return later and plunder Rome once again. Even the Huns reached Italy's gates. Pope Leo I could stop Attila only by paying tribute. By then, authority in Italy had collapsed. Local chieftains ruled like kings. And finally, in 476 AD, a Germanic leader named Odoacer deposed the young Emperor Romulus Augustulus. He sent the imperial insignia, the crown and the scepter, to Byzantium. That day, the Western Roman Empire officially ended. But in truth, Rome had died long before. 476 was only its last breath